Captions can be very helpful for beginning students learning English. This picture that you're seeing here is from the editing section of the YouTube channel. In this section, you can put in your own captions. Most of the times when captions come out in videos, they usually just last as long as you speak. This shows my footprint of where I'm actually speaking. So when I speak, as I move this, as this progresses up, you'll see that the what I say actually comes out. The further we go into the video, you'll see this is what I say. Wasn't it fun to read? This gives you an opportunity to answer that question in this time format. If you turn the captions on in the video, you'll see this stay up as long until the next voice question comes up. And once again, it stays up until the next question comes up, as you see here. And that happens throughout all of the videos that you'll see here as you play it if you turn the videos on. Now, for beginning students, this is quite helpful. Two things are helpful. They're able to see what, as the question is made, and they can help to answer it. The more they develop fluency, they won't need this. At the beginning, it can be a very helpful aid. A good thing about my videos, as opposed to most English learning videos that I see where people are just constantly talking at you and not allowing you to talk, is that I give you a space where you develop your speaking skills. You can only learn to really speak by speaking. So just listening is not going, that's a long way, a long path to go if you want to learn how to speak. You've got to actually begin to make the mistakes. You have to begin to have the words fall out of your lips to gain confidence, to develop good habits, familiarity. So in all of my videos, I've manually gone in, started the video, it goes through my actual question, and goes to the next question. There is two ways that you can do this. When you answer, you can either, I have the question and you answer it with a full sentence using the same pattern, or since question-making skills are more difficult than actually sentences, you can actually practice your question-making skills by just repeating the question. So I say here, is her sister going to sleep with the baby? And in this area here, you answer, is her sister going to sleep with the baby? Your response in the question format is just repeating the question. If you choose to answer the question, the answer is, her sister is going to sleep with the baby. A third thing that I think is helpful in here is that some of the questions I've made in the positive and some I've made in the negative. So, did you go is the positive, didn't you go is the negative. For practice purposes only. If I ask a positive question, answer it positive. Did he go? He went. If I answered a negative question, didn't he go? The answer is he didn't go. This is just to help your hearing skills. You know, if I'm teaching a student, if I ask them a positive question, I tell them I want a positive answer. If they give me a negative answer and I ask a positive question, I'm wondering to myself, didn't they hear did or did they hear didn't in the question? So it helps me to troubleshoot the student as they are learning. So if I said to them, isn't he thinking of going? They would have to answer, he isn't thinking of going. I ask it in negative in the present tense, they answer negative or present tense. In the questions, I randomly put in past, present, and future, and negative and positive. So this helps to develop your ability to hear. The captions, as you see, I find are quite helpful. It was a little time consuming, going through the editing process after I made the video, then to go and manually put in these particular captions, but it's helpful to some. I think for beginners it is great. So in conclusion here, and to wrap it up, if there's a positive question, you have two alternatives. Either repeat the question to practice your question-making skills, or answer it with a positive in the same tense. If I ask a negative question, you can either repeat the question or answer the question in the negative. So it's it's good to see here. I hope you found it helpful. I find that it's easy when teaching students, when you're giving them homework. They can't be with you all the time. They got to go home sometime. They'll be away from you. This is a perfect way for them to review patterns that they've learned for that day. As we go on, we learn one pattern, then we begin to use multiple patterns. So we begin the process in the first hour with simple patterns, and then complicate it a bit by adding extra patterns. So I hope your students find it faster to learn English. Thank you.